I'm George McGovern. I grew up in South Dakota, and I love this state. It's a deep country, and the people who live here know how to survive. The Lakota, who braved this harsh terrain for millennia, lived in harmony with the earth and respected it deeply. The early homesteaders who settled in sod houses had to be tough, and still are. South Dakotans have always taken pride in being close to the land. Their farms and ranches have helped feed the world. This is the heartland of America, and agriculture is central to its identity. But South Dakotans, like many others around the globe, are confronting powerful challenges. An increasingly industrialized food production system is testing the limits of what our planet's finite resources can withstand. And billions of people on Earth are food insecure. Rates of hunger are increasing. We are at a critical crossroads. Here in Mitchell, South Dakota, people concerned about these issues gathered at Dakota Wesleyan University to share ideas about sustainability and how to feed the world's hungry. Working with Dean Don Simmons of Dakota Wesleyan, we assembled experts, advocates, farmers, educators, and policymakers from South Dakota and across the United States for Hungry for Green, feeding the world sustainably.
Business as usual is not an option. We need to look for alternatives.
1 billion people who are chronically hungry, 3 billion people who are food insecure.
The battle against hunger, the battle against water shortages.
Are we valuing economy over health? And is that where we want to be going? Is that, in fact, a better quality of life?
Human community is so essential in all these stories, and that if we lose our community, whether it's farming or fishermen, we're in deep trouble.
So let's assume that oil is at $300 a barrel, that we can only use half the amount of water that we're currently using, and we have twice the severe weather events. What kind of agriculture would we put on the landscape to be sustainable?
From my first days in public life, the central interest was ending hunger both in this country and in the world around us. That really began with World War II, when I saw real hunger in war-torn Italy. Italy today is probably the best fed country in the world. Not so in the middle of the Second World War, when that country was laid waste. So that's when I first decided that if I ever got a chance to reduce hunger in the world, wherever I found it, I was going to make the most of it.
We haven't had that experience. We've always, food's always showing up at the supermarket, and so, if we have a little over 400,000 farmers that produce 94% of our food now, as we have, at least as of the 2002 statistics, why is that a problem? Plenty of food showing up.
We do not know how serious it is. I mean, the aging population, and here it's no different in this community, even though it's been traditionally agricultural. So many of I'm one of very few in my graduating class who still lives here, and fewer still are in agriculture. It's serious because it's not only the future of agriculture and food production, it's the health and vitality of the community and the small towns.